Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger. So in this edition of Let's Learn Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're going to be talking about how to get multiple supers out of one character. And no, I'm not talking about using assist, because we all know here, especially the Vegeta assist, right? Makes the impossible possible. But I'm talking about something like this. So if you watch any amount of footage of this game, you've probably seen something similar to this here. Especially if you watch any amount of tournament footage. You know, there we go, Cell just got 2 level 1s off here. And we didn't use any assists, right? It was just all off the back of the Kid Buu super. So what we're going to be talking about here is basically, let's talk about Facilitator Supers, the ones that let the double supers happen, and the Speed Supers, for lack of a better term, the ones that are fast enough to actually get a double super off the Facilitator Super. Now, we just went over Kid Buu, and honestly, pound for pound, from the characters who can facilitate multiple level 1s from the characters with the faster supers, he's definitely the overall best at it. The least amount of caveats, because he'll always bring you right back down to the ground. But these other characters here, Frieza, Gotenks, and even Broly, although his is kind of a little less than the others, and also Zamasu, much in the same category as Frieza, just with a few more caveats. These guys all let some people get multiple supers who have the faster level 1 super in the game. So what we're going to do here now is I'm just going to show you a couple examples of these guys here, allowing some of the faster characters to get their level 1 supers off, and while showing you too who are these faster characters and what supers that they got. So let's start with Frieza next, just because he's probably the overall next best besides Majin Buu. Majin Buu, once again, you just do his level 1 super, easy peasy, you don't really got to think out like any spacing or anything like that. Frieza, you got to work it out a little bit in your combo, so I'm going to show you a basic combo into a dual level 1 super. So here, now you might say, well, why'd you wait so long to super? Well, that's pretty key here. So we'll go over that in one split second here, but you see, easy peasy Gohan. I just got 2 level 1s, wasn't even difficult. No element of timing needed at all, and I can easily just as gone to a level 3 as well, right? So why this works for Frieza is this. So we'll just pick him again here. So you don't necessarily need a lot of height for some of these guys, but height is appreciated, especially for certain combos, which I'll show in a second. But yeah, so the big thing here is the big ball attack here. So you've probably seen any given Frieza of the week here, you know, you see this, and then you just go right into level 1, right? And you will, solo, get more damage that way, because each tick of the level 1 on the way down will get you more damage. So what you want here is wait for the ball to hit the ground, you'll see the hit counter go up 1, then do your super. Now solo, this is going to miss, guaranteed, it's going to miss, right? You need the next super to hold the hitstun just a bit for the death ball to come and hit the other guy in the head. And then basically it'll kind of bounce up into the hit ball, and then you get to redo your next super. So now let's show a more extreme example here using Tien.
Guess I'll give you a fight.
So here we go, wait. Oh, super. And we call Tien. Do our level 1. And we're going to land. And once you know it, hey, right in the Chaozu. That's a good little chunk of damage now, isn't it? So, only the way the Frieza super was used lets you facilitate this. Once again, you have to wait for the big ball here to hit the ground, so you can have a visual tell because you can see your hit counter going up. Then do your super and then call your next guy. It plays super well with pretty much all the fast supers here, and we're going to go through more as we explain more of this. But yeah, it'll basically, any given super will bounce them right back into the death ball, and you can go again. And for some of the slower, quote-unquote, fast supers, it'll also work just fine. Now, another fantastic character for this is Gotenks, but he does have a little bit of a picky area to him. So, say we do a basic combo, it doesn't really matter, and we do our Kamikaze Ghost attack. Someone like Vegito, who is very fast in supers, not a problem. In fact, we can go right into level 3 as well. But for someone like Vegeta, who also has one of the fastest level 1 supers in the game, the problem comes not from the speed, because the speed is just fine for Gotenks, but the fact that Gotenks puts him up a little bit in height. So if we use a high hitstun decay combo here, and then once again, this is not necessarily, you know, the most optimal combo to be sure, but just to get the high numbers up here. And then we call Vegeta. We're going to find the second big bang attack. It's going to miss, because he's just too high up at that point, right? While the Gotenks super is very long duration, unless the faster supers get multiple level 1s, the ones that have kind of shorter to the ground radius, like Vegeta's Big Bang attack, it won't play as friendly with them. Now, for someone like Broly, his level 1 super is mostly predicated on the fact that you need to have a low hit stun. So maybe off like a Lariat Express. So here, someone like Vegeta plays along just fine and dandy, right? But in a longer combo, it's just not going to work. However, for Broly, in a longer combo, certain assists which are not quote-unquote quick assists here, like say Goku, are actually just fine. So, and even in a longer combo, I can do something like this, right? So he allows, due to his unique nature, some of the quote-unquote, not necessarily fast level 1s to actually get multiple supers, but he's kind of unique in this regard due to how his level 1 super interacts. But in a low hit stun situation, especially off any given like Lariat Express, any of the quick level 1 supers plays incredibly well with Broly. Since we mentioned Zamasu, I'll show you a quick example of him. So it doesn't work exactly the way of Frieza, even though he does have quite a similar level 1. So for him, it's predicated on you gotta be high up and use the down heavy to launch, and then call your level 1. So something real basic like this here, doesn't really matter. Call your level 1, and call your quicker super. And then we got Nappa. Nappa is on the very edge category of this, because he's basically one of the slowest supers that actually works for this. It does pop up very high, so for someone who might need to stay low on the ground, it's not going to play as well. But Nappa, in these right situations, can get double super as well. So that all said, these are kind of just the ones that all work for the most part interchangeably with one another. There is obviously edge case scenarios where one character can get double super off someone who does not have super that can really help anyone else get double super. So just a quick example here. So pretty nifty combo, right? And a fair bit of damage to boot. But that's a Goku Tien specific interaction. So, that won't work with the Goku and Ginyu, for example. So once again, these are just kind of the overall, average, I guess you want to call them, people who all sort of work with one another. So if you know any character-specific combos that let characters get more than one level 1 super, or even level 1 to level 3, or whatever have you, that's not necessarily on this list, please absolutely post in the comments. Looking to gain as much knowledge as we can in this regard, because it's a pretty big case in this game, to dump your bar, and someone like Ginyu's maybe not so good at dumping bar. But yeah, dumping bar kills characters, and specific combinations like the one we just saw here for Goku and Tien lead to dead characters pretty quick. So if you know any specific character combinations, post in the comments below. But that is it. Rather, I'm choking on my words a little bit, aren't I? That is it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. If this video found you well, go and play some Dragon Ball.